Oh, good morning, everyone. I would say I'm awake, but yeah, it's about like every morning. And well, it's Runecasting Wednesday. We are midway through the week, and guess what? I'm bringing you a special little treat today, because today we're going to use a different deck of runes for the Runecasting today. We're going to use the runes that Eric sent me. As a matter of fact, I did his reading with this very deck of runes. His birthday was just this past Saturday, and I did that reading. It turned out pretty well. I found I'm still kind of stumbling on the... I'm getting meanings kind of mixed up still on a couple of the runes, but for the most part I know them pretty well by now. And yeah, this kind of thing takes time. It's not really so much memorization as it is about intuition. That's the key thing, especially if you want to learn how to do this yourself. It's just it's just intuition. Now, that's not to minimize it, not at all. As a matter of fact, I had to look one card up because I kind of confused that room with another one and was kind of curious, so I went ahead and looked it up. As it turns out, I actually remembered it correctly. I just wanted to be sure. So we're going to use that deck because it's a very beautiful deck. Wait till you see it. You're only going to see about 3 of the what was it, 27? I think it was like 27 images in this one. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's not nitpick over details. I don't have a heck of a lot of time. I gotta get to work a little earlier than usual today. Yeah, this wonky schedule thing is, it used to be the same time with maybe a little bit of a variation every once in a while, but now it's like, oh goodness, all these different times every day. It's quite a thing. And I've got Bub over here on the arm of the couch. Mr. Bub, because we show him respect. Even though he totally like messed up my crystals today. Which he did. They were gridded very well the night before. And then I went to bed, and when I woke up, they were shifted all to one side, which means he probably plopped his big ass down here on the coffee table and pushed them with his legs. Didn't you? Don't give me that. Don't give me kitty face. You know what you did. Anyway, let's get right down into it, shall we? So I hope you have your coffee or your tea or your hot chocolate or even whatever it is you drink in the morning. Hope you've got that ready, because here we go. Starting with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's not about compromise that I can tell. This is about knowing who you are. This is about knowing you exclusively. Knowing who you are, knowing what you're worth, and not being afraid to go and get it. Something about Ska that you should know is that the Aesir did, in fact, slay her father. And she went to Asgard to seek reparations for it. She demanded that Balder be delivered to her for marriage purposes. And yeah, that wasn't really going to sit well. Now the Aesir understood. They're like, okay, we get it, but what you're asking for is something a little untenable. So here's what we'll do. we're going to put all the male gods behind a screen. You will have to judge them from their feet, and whomever's feet you choose will be connected to the god you marry. And as such, that happened. But she didn't get Balder. Now the compromise comes in to the one that she married, which was Norther, if I'm not mistaken. He lived on the coast. He liked a coastal life, you know, seagulls, sand, beaches. That's what he liked. Now, she liked to ski and hunt in the mountains, and she loved the wolves. Well, they tried living in one place, and she couldn't stand it. She couldn't stand the constant cawing of the seagulls. They moved into the mountains, and Norther couldn't really stand the constant howling of the wolves. So they went back and forth between the two for 9 nights each. Now, the point of that story is in its beginning. Skyly knows what she wants. She knows what she deserves, and she's going to go get it. You should do the same. So, how are you being guided? So, Hell has entered the reading. Now, I want you to look at something. I think this is kind of something interesting here. If you look, both of them have the exact same face. As a matter of fact, I see on my camera screen it's tracking them right now. Now, but take a good look. Because Hell's a special case. Now, she runs the realm by the same name. But the fact of the matter is, not a whole lot's ever really been said about how she runs things. As a matter of fact, Hell in this mythology is a place of rest. Because the poem that goes along with this particular card is, I walk toward a place of rest, the road is long, the sun is setting. I have my shoes and I know it is time to pause and allow my name to be given elsewhere until my time to see the dawn again. So, what these two are coming to us to tell us today, don't get stuck. Keep moving. Whatever you do, just keep moving. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work. You just have to keep moving. If you're keeping busy today, you're actually doing something productive. We kind of fetishize productivity, but this is the season for it. Putting all of your tools at your disposal to work for you. That's what makes things happen. And if you're stuck somewhere, especially if you're a writer. If you're a writer and you're writing something and you're stuck, well, then just start writing random sentences. Eventually something's going to come out. I'd say open up like a different WordPad or processor or whatever, and then just start typing stuff. Literally just type anything random. Whatever just pops in there. Like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And then from there, you're bound to generate something useful. But what you're not doing is staring at a screen or staring at your pen and pad going, uh-oh, I've painted myself into a corner, I don't know how to get myself out. Don't worry about that. Just keep writing something, even if it's complete stream of consciousness, you don't know what it is. Do something until you know what exactly you need to do. Make yourself a little busy until you know exactly where you need to produce, and then go produce. It's very simple. because you know what you're worth. Now you're going to go get it one way or the other, and you're not gonna stay stagnant today. Stagnation is out of the question. So your runes today, I have to tell you, are looking fairly interesting. The key thing to remember is don't rest on past rewards. The rewards right now, you're sitting on them, but you don't know it. This is actually what you're worth. The action you need to take comes in the form of Sowulo, which is revitalizing energy. So seeking out a little spiritual practice, something that you're not really used to doing, whether it's yoga, maybe even just for a few minutes, a little meditation, a little prayer, whatever it is, whatever that looks like to you, doing that will absolutely help you out, because the end result is going to be something a little more sustained. Now this is Isa, this is a block, this is something that's going to be holding you in place. But in revitalizing that spiritual power and seeking a little, and seeking inward a little bit, you are actually going to be able to find a way to overcome that block. Have you noticed the theme yet? Don't get stuck. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That is a very, very simple way of dealing with whatever it is that's standing in front of you right now. If it's standing in front of you because you just don't know something, well then learn that something. It may take a while, but don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on little minor details. Believe one thing, it works. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing edited and out to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing and liking and doing all that great stuff. I really don't tell you to do that because I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to hear it from another channel. In any case, take care of yourselves and each other. I love you all. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on. Alright, so how about a little bit of a post-credit scene here? Yeah. See, I told you, the art on these cards is amazing. I don't know that they really got the names quite right, but sometimes they did. Like on this one and Isa. I mean, whoever did the artwork on these cards is absolutely fantastic. This is one of my favorites. You ever notice this kind of resembles the Hermit? There's a resemblance there. Not the same, but it is there. I think a good message from just these three cards that I drew today was you have more than you need. You have more than what you know. And guess what? Since it's Rune Casting Wednesday, that means on High Notes, I will be doing the Rune of the Week. And for those of you on High Notes, you say, I can hear some of you right now, hey, you didn't post a video yesterday. Well, actually, I did. I shot it, started getting it ready, and High Notes was down. In the middle of the day, I got tons of little notifications. Oh, this one's live, that one's live, this one's live, that one's live. I was like, whoa, holy crap, dude. That's insane. So, it looks like it was down for a while, and it didn't come back up until I was in the middle of my work day. So, there will be 2 videos posted today. One for yesterday, one for today. Also, check out the back of this card. That is gorgeous. That is just plain gorgeous. I don't know who did the artwork on these cards, but it's pretty amazing. I do like it. go. You know, we're so close to Friday now. So close. And personally, I can't wait. Because after this weekend, it means I'm going to have 9 days off of my job. I scheduled a little paid time off, so I think I may do something just a touch different with next week. I don't know. I think I'm still going to do the little daily readings. I don't think anything's going to change with that. May do some impromptu live streams, you never know, just for giggles. Anything's possible on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, especially when I have time. Oops. Things you never want to hear a Kinder say. Oops. If you don't know what a Kinder is, you need to read Dragonlance. At least read the novels by Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss. It's a good series. Especially if you don't play the RPGs, you just want to know what the story is. Yeah, read up. All right, so I'll see you on high notes. Take care.